Hello creative friends, it's Cassandra here from Crazy Craft Obsession. Hope you're having a good day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Today we're going to be going through the Bookish collection from EchoPark with a distress swatch, and we're going to be using this for some free tutorials coming up that you can follow along with. There was a blog post put up about this with the items that I will be using, and I'll leave a link to that in the description box down below. But for now, we're going to go through a walkthrough of all of the fun products that you get in this collection. Keep in mind, I didn't grab everything. I just grabbed what I thought I would use. So not everything is featured in this video. First up, we're going to go through the papers. This first gorgeous red paper is called Reading Error. It is like a tone-on-tone red. Gorgeous. If you turn it over, it's got all these fun icons that you can fussy cut. It's like book bags, shelves, headphones, little books that you can fussy cut. The next one is the 3x4 journaling card paper, and on the back is a multicolored heart, which I simply love. The next one is called Lined Paper Layout, and I fell in love with not only the A side but the B side. I feel like I should have got two of those. The next one is called Sparkling Stories, and it's got a white heart on a light blue. The next one, that plaid one, is called 4x6 journaling cards. Then we have stacked shelves, and on the back of that one is a tone-on-tone flower. The next one is perfect for fussy cutting. It's called Favorite Book Floral, and on the back is a nice I don't know what you'd call that, like a creamy color. Then we have the 6x4 journaling cards with a dot on the back, book stamps with a beautiful light pink, Mark My Place with the orange on the back, the 4x4 journaling cards. You get lots of journaling cards in this collection, and I have so many layouts showing you how to use them. I'm totally ready for it. And then the last one is called The Best Bookstore. So that's a flick through of the papers. They are gorgeous. I loved all of them. And then of course you get your cardstock sticker, which has some titles, icons, a border strip, a couple of tiny word stickers, not too many, but that will be fantastic for decorating our pages. And there is a cheeky Raskog there as well, which I love. There we go. That's a flick through of all of the papers in the collection kit. The other items that I got were the ephemera packet here. And in the ephemera packet, you get, how many do you get? 34 die cut pieces. And there they are on the back. EchoPark is a slightly bigger die cut piece pack. It doesn't have all of your icons and stuff like other companies, but I am ready for that and ready to show you how to use it. The next one I got is frames and tags. And again, it's got a similar amount, and on the back, it's got more of your tags, some frames, which we're going to use on a layout, and a couple of other things. Some tiny words, good things to put on a layout. Next up, we have the stencil. This one here is called Dots and Flowers. There was another stencil that came with this collection, and I chose just one, which is a bit more of a generic one, so you can use it on other projects as well. We've got the stamp set. This is one of two, and it's called Just One More Chapter. Again, I tried to choose the more generic one, but there is another one that we didn't get. Then we've got the good old faithful enamel dots, which I simply love. And they come in 3 sizes, which I love as well. Then we have the mega pad. This has 48 pages in it over the regular 6x6 pad, which only has 24. You can see that a lot of the pages were downsized, so you have a lot of repeating patterns in a smaller pattern. And then there's a few extra kind of cut apart sheets that you can use that have some labels, some sayings, some journaling cards. And then you also get at the very back some plain paper as well. Now we did get the solids collection kit for this one. It just hasn't come into the store yet. So keep in mind that will be added as we go. I think it's coming in this week. As we do a flip through, you can see there's gorgeous patterns repeating, as well as a few with those cut aparts that weren't on the cut apart sheet. And I am so excited to use this mega pad. I have been practicing using small paper pads, and I've got a lot of tips and tricks and layouts to share with you. So there you go, and then you get a full cut apart and it repeats again. So you get 2 of each pattern, which is fantastic. Then outside of my blog post, because we had a few extras, I've also thrown in 2 dies. Now I'll be using these minimally. You can substitute them for any die in your stash, but if you want to get these, the flower is called Floral Vine die set, and the book is called Stack of Books die set. And I looked at both of those. I wasn't going to spend the money on them, but then when I saw them, I was like, you know what, they'd be kind of handy to have in your stash to extend to cards and other layouts as well. So that's it for the collection. We're going to dive into some Distress swatches that match this collection. I've gone ahead and paired all of these with Distress Oxides. The first one is Tattered Rose. So we're going to do a nice juicy swatch here on some cardstock, and then I'll show you what it matches in the collection so you get an idea of how to do this for other collections as well. I'm just searching through the papers here to find the right one, and it matches this gorgeous pattern paper here perfectly. It's so sweet, and they even dry a little bit lighter, so they're going to match even more. So the first one was Tattered Rose. The next one that I've got here is Saltwater Taffy. It's a little bit of a darker, sweeter pink. If we do a nice swatch of that, nice and juicy, you'll see that tone-on-tone floral paper, it matches the pink in that perfectly. I'll say perfectly a lot because sometimes the swatches are a little bit iffy. This one wasn't. This one here is Lumberjack Plaid. My ink pad was a little bit dry for this one, so I had to go over it a few times, but it matches that first paper that we saw, which is the dark red, and it is gorgeous. Now, throughout my tutorials, I will be doing some Distress Oxide techniques, which is why I'm showing you. The next one is Rusty Hinge, and it matches the orange of the collection. There is a whole paper dedicated to the orange, and it will dry a little bit lighter, so it will match a little bit better as well. The next one is the yellow of the collection, and it is Scattered Straw. It's a nice light yellow. You'll see that there's a lot of light tones in this collection. It's not a harsh collection. It's quite a pastel collection. It's nice on your eyes. Next up, we have Peeled Paint, which is the darker green of the collection. Peeled Paint has to be one of my favorite greens as well. It's not too in your face. It's just the right amount of green. So there we go. It matches that green paper. I have thrown in a lighter green as well, which is old paper. Just because it's got some lighter green tones, and if you want to match it to some of those pinks, the lighter green isn't going to be as harsh. Let me find the plaid. Yep, so there's a lighter green in that plaid, which is why I matched it as well. Then we have Tumbled Glass, which is the light blue. Now this one does go on pretty heavy. It doesn't quite match at first, but I can reassure you as that ink pad dries and that ink on the paper dries, it will lighten up and it will match it perfectly. Finally, we have Pumice Stone, which is that the final one? Yep, Pumice Stone, which is the kind of creamy grey that we've got in this collection. There we go, which works great. So they are the Distress Oxides. I'll leave a blog post with a link to those so that you can write them down, pair them with your collection, come back to it time and time again. Stay tuned for some free tutorials coming out this collection that you can follow along with, and we will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.